Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. I've always wondered this, Brent, for the players, do they approach these early season games any differently than a game in, say, April?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I think you're still not in tip-top shape. You're still trying to figure out any additions to the roster that have been made in the offseason. And you're trying to find your own personal rhythm as to how this season is going to get started. So the approach for sure early on in the season is different than when you get to springtime.
So the New York starting five. Brooks is out there with Yurtseven. And it's Wall. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Barrett at the small forward. And for Minnesota, they've got OG Anunoby. Ibaka is out there with Durant. Then it's Morant. And it's Antetokounmpo in at the center, filling out the middle. Count it.
And that speaks to Morant's fearlessness. Even amongst the trees, he is confident, looking to score with the ball.
Now, here's Barrett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Greg, you know this. One of R.J. Barrett's dad's best friends, former MVP Steve Nash.
Yeah, and Nash is R.J.'s godfather, no less. So Barrett's had a chance to kind of soak in the game his entire life, and you can see that in his intelligent play on the floor.
And here are the Knicks now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Barrett kicks to Brooks. Wall looking it over. 6 to shoot. Beal trying to break loose.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
The pass to Ibaka. Now, here's Anunoby. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Here's Morant.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game.
And really, the form at the line all season has been terrific. 79% as a team. And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Beal, the pass to Barrett. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. And Minnesota will come the other way. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy can do anything.
Here's Wall. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Wall, plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Such a shrewd playmaker. Love watching Wall break down the defense in the pick and roll.
Anunoby finds Ibaka, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dillon Brooks. That's his first foul. Morant against Wall. They get it back.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Deep two from Brooks. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Wall against Morant. Antetokounmpo passes to Durant. From the high post. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound. Knicks trail by 3. It's Barrett on the wing. Wall against KD. And it's Brooks. That time on the assist by Wall.
He doesn't take a lot of time to make up his mind. Brooks always thinking ahead, and he's in position before the pass is made.
Oh, man. Fans love that. Listen to that. I love that sound in the arena.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Wall passes to Brooks. Over Ibaka. Cans the shot from the wing.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Pass to Morant. To the paint. Here's Giannis. And the dunk by Giannis.
And this is why Giannis is up there every season as one of the league leaders in dunking the basketball. Just way too easy.
Brooks dishes to Beal. Shoots over Anunoby. And again, it's New York.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that. It's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Antetokounmpo's got 8.
I don't know where the shoulder starts and the arms end for Giannis, but it makes him dangerous on the offensive glass.
Barrett with the ball. Outguarded by Giannis. It's good.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Morant. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. 4-point game. Boucher passes to Beal. There's the screen. Shoots over Morant. Beal can't get it to go. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This their first look at this year's New York squad.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
And it's Morant missing. Knicks trail by 4. Barrett for 3. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Morant against Beal. From deep. And Morant is good for 3. Morant's got 12 points in the game.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Boucher, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Boucher.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Barrett the pass to Boucher. At the top of the key, Brooks over Durant. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Timberwolves leading by 8. Pass to Morant. Back to Anunoby. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Beal deciding where to go with it. Boucher kicks to Yurtseven. Brooks up on top. That one drops for him. 6 points for Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
Giannis outside. Out to Morant. A three-pointer, no good.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Brooks the pass to Yurtseven. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Oh, smart dish there by Brooks to a wide open man, getting him the assist and his team some needed points.
The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Morant dishes to Giannis. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
And Giannis' journey, GA, so incredibly compelling. A full-length movie made about his and his brother's path to the NBA.
Well, you hear that saying, my life is like a movie. Never truer than for Giannis. It's been an odyssey for the Greek freak. And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
Beal against DiVincenzo. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. And Durant sends it back.
Instinct, timing, length. KD, great D.
Halliburton outside. Kicks it to Antetokounmpo. And here's KD for 3. Hits it from three-point range. And the Timberwolves lead by 8. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Ingles finds McDaniel. Boucher sets a screen for Beal. Shoots over DiVincenzo. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got 5 rebounds tonight. To the middle. Here's Avdia. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got 3 assists tonight. Ingles passes to Boucher. Clark up top. Feeds to Beal. Over Giannis. The shot by Beal, no good. Minnesota leading by 10. Here's Antetokounmpo. Boucher with the rebound. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for the New York Knicks. Passes it to Boucher. Hands it from downtown.
They're kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest three-pointer you can imagine.
Giannis outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for KD. No good from 18.
Yeah, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter.
McDaniels with the ball. Now Avdia defending. Ingles passes to McDaniels. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It seems like, Brent, it's been a long time we've been asking, could this be the year the Knicks turn it around?
I think, Kevin, though, it's about not just turning it around. It's about being a viable, competitive, potential deep-run playoff team for many years in succession. And is this the time? I'm just not sure.
The first one falls.
Here's some facts. You go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just one playoff series. Total. One.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they've just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. And they have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness. But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find the rhythm?
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 13.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Boucher with a screen on DiVincenzo. From downtown, Boucher's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside for Halliburton. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Halliburton. And it's good, 2 points.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
New York's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Now the pass to Ingles. Now Boucher. Shoots over Avdia. Misses off the right eye. Minnesota shooting very well. 58%. The offense is flowing right now early for them. The Knicks pull it in. Ingles has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beal against DiVincenzo. Boucher with a screen on DiVincenzo. Here's Beal. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the missed free throws starting to be an issue.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, everyone knows that Bradley Beal is going to produce, but he plays with such great effort at both ends. He doesn't just kick his feet up when he's on D.
And both free throws good for Beal. And Minnesota has possession. They're leading by 8. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Here's Beal. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Timberwolves lead by 11. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
Hey,
Why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Knicks trail by 11. Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. You've got Wall. Yurtsevin out there with Dylan Brooks. Then it's Joe Ingles, and it's Barrett at the shooting guard position. Here's the screen. Anunoby against Ingles. Clock is at 3. And here's Wall outside. The rebound by Ibaka.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside for Halliburton. You know, Greg, we know to win at the highest level, you need your star players to show up in the big games. With that in mind, what's the key?
You know, it's their will and their ability to fight. If you look at the great ones, even when things haven't gone their way, they continue to scratch and claw and do everything in their power to try and get the W.
Brooks, the pass to Yurtsevin. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Knicks trail by 8. Ingles kicks to Wall. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Down low. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton.
All right, a chance here to check out the stats for Morant. Great showing for him last season. Last season, 27 points per, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And you love how he facilitates their offense. Just a terrific decision maker.
So many times it's with the extra pass, and man, he's delivering.
They get it back. Ingles nails the baby hook.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
Morant against Wall. Left side, Halliburton. A wide open look here for Ibaka. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Knicks trail by 6. Brooks kicks to Wall. Back to Brooks. Over Ibaka. It's rebounded by Najee. Timberwolves have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Snatched up from the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for New York. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. New York moving it around. The baseline J. And against the jumper to drop. Brooks has got 8.
Inside, outside, mid-range, Brooks has the accuracy to make whatever look he gets work for him.
Morant against Wall. Floats one up, and it's blocked. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Back to Brooks. Unable to get that one. And Minnesota now the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for them. Here's Anunoby. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. Knicks trail by 4. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Inside, Yurtseven. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Yurtseven. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
He's off on the first. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Najee. And the second free throw, good. Timberwolves leading by 3. Morant outside. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Morant. Stolen by Yurtseven. Brooks outside. Over Ibaka. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pass to Morant. To end the cold streak. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Morant's got 16.
Well, the contact can't trip Morant up. He just glides past it and into his shot.
New York calls timeout. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
Awesome rim protection from them last year, and it was because of one thing. They commit to intimidating anyone that comes in the lane.
Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Ingles. Now Yurtseven. It's Brooks on the wing for 3. New York, no good that time either.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
And Greg, even with teams daring Giannis to shoot from outside, his career three-point percentage stuck below 30%.
And still an elite scorer because of his proficiency at the rim. But it's been said before, if he adds the triple, he'll be truly unguardable.
Giannis' screen on Wall. Sinks the three-pointer. And now it's a 10-point Minnesota lead.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control. Well, there's no doubt that R.J. Barrett is a hard-working player and looking for chances to stay and get involved. He does a lot for his team out there on the floor.
And that one falls for Barrett. Barrett's attitude, Brent, has helped him find early success in this league.
And RJ, only the 8th player to record 2,000 points, 500 rebounds, and 300 assists, all by the tender age of 21. You almost forget how young he is, but he has made an impact here.
Durant's checked in for Halliburton.
You can count on RJ Barrett to come at you night after night. He plays with a lot of determination, and at some point will lead a ball club.
Ibaka sets the pick for KD. And a miss there on the triple. And Clark has got the ball here for the Knicks. Trailing here by 8. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
Basket counts. Giannis has got 17 now.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Barrett dishes the wall. Clark. And Clark is right there.
In all of his athleticism on display there, Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Barrett. 26 points for him last game against Boston. Dishes it to McDaniels. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Morant passes to KD. Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll face off against Ben Simmons and the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Friday, they'll go back home and they'll be hosting the Detroit Pistons.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Ibaka with the screen on Wall. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
First free throw is good.
Boy, Morant's brought a lot of excitement. He almost always makes the night's highlight reel. He is what I'd call an elite showman.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Abdias checked in for Ibaka. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Anunoby. And then for New York, Chris Boucher comes in for Brooks. And Beal subbed in for R.J. Barrett. Here's Wall. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
It's stolen by Wall. And now here comes Wall, leading the break. Lobbed up there for Clark.
My goodness. Save that one. I want to see that again.
Me too. Just absolutely beautiful. Durant, the pass to Antetokounmpo. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Beal kicks to Wall. Boucher sets a screen for Wall. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Denny Avdia picks one up. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here.
A 78% foul shooter a season ago. Pretty steady when he's at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Boucher. And so Boucher nails both of them. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've led by as many as 11 points. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Here's Avdia. And it's off from three-point range. Knicks trail by 4. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sake, good luck trying to stop him now.
Boucher passes to Wall. Shot clock at 6. Beal against DiVincenzo. Beal can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And here's KD for 3. Drops in the tray. KD's got 9 points.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
The pass to Boucher. Outside, Beal. From deep, Wall buries it from three-point range. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
The offensive rebound. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 6.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Clark sets a screen for Wall. Outside, Beal. Shoots over Morant. And again, it's New York.
Well, Beal can make those kind of shots, that time mid-range.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Minnesota. Halliburton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And so Morant will bring it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. Fires for 3. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
Boucher with a screen on Halliburton. Here's Beal. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. 8 points for him.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Morant with the bucket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Kicked by Clark. High post shot. Wall's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 7. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Morant. And Antetokounmpo with the jam.
Every night Giannis steps out there, you got to feel like you got a good chance to win.
New York's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Wall's shot is good. Minnesota's gone for the three-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. And finished off by Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Now Beal. Boucher with a screen on Halliburton. John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Tibbs. Going against a high-powered offense like this, I know you have your work cut out for you at the defensive end.
Yeah, you know, they're tough to guard. They put a lot of pressure on you. You can't make body position mistakes. We've got to make sure we try to make them work for the points.
We'll see if you can be more effective in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Greetings, everybody. The stories so far revolving around Giannis, the Greek freak, in fine form tonight. What a tremendous first half from him, carrying his team.
Reminds me a lot of me. I mean, I got to carry Shaq during a lot of these segments. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I think he's half asleep on the set. See? You know what I'm saying? That's half asleep because he's small.
And moving forward, a lot to like about that first half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
You like his mentality, getting his feet wet in the paint and
that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Knicks trail by 9. Antetokounmpo out there with Ibaka. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Morant. And it's KD in at the 3, the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Here's Beal. Wall dishes to Beal. 4 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Kevin Durant. Last season, he played outstanding. How about 30 points per game, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Tries again, and the layup is good. Durant's got the lead up to 11 now for the Timberwolves.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Beal against Anunoby. They set the pick. Fires from the line. Beal can't get it to go.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Well, when KD asked out, you knew the Nets would get a king's ransom. Perhaps the biggest star trade we've seen in decades. But with KD on this team, they are right in the thick of it as far as contending.
Some nice passing by New York here. The 17-footer. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Brooks.
And good heads up from Bradley Beal, just spots the ready shooter.
Here's Morant. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And Wall kicks to Beal. There's the pick. Launches a 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Giannis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Anunoby, no good.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
Pass to Brooks. Yurtsevin with it. He's got 8. Here's Beal. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. Beal's got 10.
And this is why you want to involve Bradley Beal in the pick and rolls. Really good execution there.
Giannis passes to Anunoby. It's Morant with the drive.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Ibaka against Brooks. He kicks it to Beal. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring role, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass. always a shame to see a guy like Bradley Beal have to go in for season-ending surgery like he did in 2022.
Now, that decision, I think, was tough, but in the end, for the length and longevity of his career, was the smart one for Bradley Beal. Get himself fully healthy, fully physically and mentally ready to get back on the NBA floor and be as productive as he's been throughout his career.
He's just so dynamic at that lead guard position. Morant there just stuffs it.
KD against Barrett. Off target with his three.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Great to see Antetokounmpo going strong inside. At times, the D has no choice but to foul him.
For Minnesota, they have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Well, there's so much dominance in Giannis's game and what he can do, especially inside the three-point arc. It's the free throw line that he's still working to perfect.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for New York. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Wall up top, guarded by Morant. New York, no good that time either. And so Morant will bring it up for Minnesota. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 15 points. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. For New York, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report. New York calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Brooks outside. Barrett trying to free himself up. And with that shot, the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 12 points on the bucket from Brooks. Outside, KD. Misses the three.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It's Wall with the drive. Out to Brooks. Lots of room. In for his 7th make in 14 tries.
And definitely a streak shooter. When Brooks is hot, he can carry the offense.
Passes it to Ingles. Stolen by Durant. And the pass to Anunoby. The dish to Antetokounmpo. With this pause in the action, let's show you the teams that have scored the most points in the league last season. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
Halliburton's checked in for Minnesota. And a switcher also for New York. Boucher is checked in. Here's Barrett. And there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Pretty good job on the release there from RJ to get that ball away before the defense could impact.
Antetokounmpo, a screen on Wall. From the line, and he connects with the jumper. Morant's got 34.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Minnesota leading by 12. Durant kicks to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. There at the pass to Wall. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Anunoby in the corner. That three off the mark. Knicks trail by 14. Outside, Wall. Boucher sets a screen for Wall. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Wall's got 11 points.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
Morant passes to Durant. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 9th assist in the game now. New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Najee's checked in. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Knicks. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. Morant against Wall. Now, here's Barrett. He's guarded closely.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Barrett. Good season for him last year. He put up about 20 points per game last season. 6 rebounds and 3 assists. And very few players in the league can go out and produce like he has. Just a great stretch for him.
He keeps playing like this, and you know in arenas, especially at home, when the star player is playing this well, those MVP chants come raining down.
Najee, now Durant. And another three for Minnesota.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Pass to Clark. New York moving the ball around. And finished off by McDaniel.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Morant.
And focus there from Morant. He just takes them all on and stays locked in on the basket.
Morant against Wall. Clark sets a screen for Wall. Shoots over Morant. It's rebounded by Najee. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Serge Ibaka has checked in for Minnesota. Bradley Beal's checked in for the Knicks. And Clark has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. They trail by 16. Halliburton against Barrett. And here's Morant. He has 38 in the game. And here's KD for 3. Now, here's Barrett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Beal against Morant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bradley Beal picks one up.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
And guys, how about the unselfishness and all about working that ball around, shifting the defense, and just seeking out the best shot.
And I feel like there's been an old school aspect to what they've done tonight, and that is pounding the ball inside, getting it down low, getting those looks in close. That's been effective.
Clark, a screen on Morant. Beal, the pass to Clark. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Easy to appreciate the physicality that Clark plays with. This is what earns him those calls.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And that one falls for Clark.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Minnesota leading by 17. Now here's Morant for 3. Knicks with the rebound. Clark's got his 6th rebound on the night.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Back to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Boucher sets a screen for Beal. A 3 ball. Boucher's shot is off. It's intercepted. Anunoby against Clark. Anunoby, no good.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Halliburton with it. Now Beal defending. Out to Morant. Passes it to Ibaka. Anunoby in the corner. Back to Durant from past the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Durant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
McDaniels passes to Boucher. Beal against Morant. Takes the 3. No good there. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 1:19 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks it to Ibaka. Lets the 3 fly. Offensive rebound. Jacks up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Ibaka's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And here's KD for 3. Durant with another miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
There's 39 seconds left here in the third quarter. Boucher finds Barrett. Over Halliburton. That misses off the backboard. And Morant's got the ball here for the Timberwolves. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And finished off by Morant.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Morant against Beal. There's the pass to Boucher. And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Defensively, it's too easy down there. Too easy. Keep the ball in front. Challenge shots. Long rebound. Guards, you got to get to the elbow.
Defense is so important to him, and he's not seeing it from his squad right now.
Lackluster. And you know, Kevin, that's not going to sit well with Coach Tiff.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Knicks, Joe Ingles is out there with Clark. Then it's Thomas. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Bitadze in at the 5. The Knicks shooting 41% for the game. Here's Thomas. Rebound, Minnesota.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Avdia kicks to DiVincenzo. And the 3 ball is good. DiVincenzo's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Timberwolves. Outside Fournier. There's the 3. Knicks with a new 14. Bitadze. And they convert at last on attempt number 3.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Here's Thomas. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Livers is checked in. And so Clark nails both of them.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Here's DiVincenzo. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And talking about Dante DiVincenzo, a native of Delaware, that's a state that doesn't see many of their own go pro.
Well, he has been a winner at every stop, Greg. In high school, back-to-back state championships in Delaware. And then he won 2 titles in college. He won a ring with the Bucks. And so the resume has a long list of titles with it.
The Knicks making a switch here. Yurtseveni's checked in for Goga Bitadze. Brooks comes in for Joe Ingles. Beal's checked in for Evan Fournier. And John Wall subbed in for Thomas. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Deep 2 from Brooks. That one wide left. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Pass to Halliburton. Outside, KD. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Halliburton's got his 3rd assist on the night. Wall passes to Beal. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. A baseline J, and Brooks gets it to go.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
With the step back, DiVincenzo kicks to Halliburton, takes the 13-footer, and Antetokounmpo slams it in.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet he's going to dunk just about anything.
Wall passes to Clark. There's Beal with the 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
DiVincenzo against Wall. Pass to KD. 13 feet away. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Such a reliable shooting option. KD, the guy on the floor, you want him with the ball to make plays like that.
Clark outside. Lobbed up there for Clark. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Here he goes. And Antetokounmpo inside. Covered by Wall. The jump hook. Antetokounmpo with the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Yurtseven kicks to Wall. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Pass to Halliburton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Beal. Halliburton outside. Ibaka outside. His three-pointer's off the mark.
But he's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo lays it in off the pretty alley-oop.
Nice find by Halliburton. Just a great feel for the game.
Wall dishes to Clark. It's Brooks on the wing, defended by Durant, and plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. Greg, looking back at the 2021 draft, I'm still shocked Tyrese Halliburton fell to 12th. My goodness.
What a steal Halliburton has been. He broke his wrist in college, and that scared some teams away. But, boy, Tyrese has been awesome in the NBA.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Mamu Kelishvili is checked in. Butler, he's checked in for the Knicks. Back to DiVincenzo. Offline with his 3. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for New York. Butler finds Beal, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Bradley Beal knowing how to get it done on the inside, finding a nice way to finish that time.
Now DiVincenzo. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Mamu Kelishvili passes to DiVincenzo. Poked away. And it's out of bounds. Well, they say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Minnesota making a switch here. Avdia's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. McDaniels, he's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Butler kicks to Clark. Lobbed up there for Clark. And then Clark slams it in.
Really nice job, the timing on that pass from Bradley Beal.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Halliburton outside to the paint. And finished off by KD.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
And Durant sends it back. Halliburton against Beal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Can't be overzealous with Halliburton. When you are, he embraces that, and he got the whistle.
And the first one drops. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
Outside Durant. And there's the pass to Halliburton. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Beal. Halliburton against Beal. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Knicks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. McDaniels passes to Ingles. New York moving the ball around. A shot by McDaniels, no good. The Timberwolves have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Pass to KD. And it's Morant at the elbow. That one goes in. Morant's got 44.
And KD keeping his head up that time, becoming a playmaker.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Back to Beal. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Zeke Naji, he's checked in for Ibaka. Avdia comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Morant. And the wide open shot from Avdia. From outside, off the mark.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Beal finds Clark. Over Avdia. No good from Clark. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Pass to Halliburton. Launches it. It's good from long range. Halliburton's got 5 points in the quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Ingles passes to Yurtseven. DiVincenzo against Beal. Yurtseven. Giannis with some nice D. Minnesota shooting 53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Here's DiVincenzo. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Compact and single motion release. That one from Dante looked real nice.
Beal against DiVincenzo. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. Left side, Halliburton. It's stolen. Clark dishes to Beal. Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making 6 figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Now, here's Avdia. McDaniels defending. Naji passes to Halliburton. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ja Morant.
So sharp on the passing tonight. You know, guys can get into a rhythm that way, too. Back in 2017, Denny played professionally in his home country, representing Israeli basketball. He was a stud.
Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Knicks. R.J. Barrett comes in for McDaniels. Clark, the pass to Barrett. Here's Brooks. Antetokounmpo defending. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark.
Well, Giannis is one of those guys, you look at the end of the season, he's going to be up there in free throw attempts per game.
And both free throws good for Giannis. 16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. DiVincenzo against Beal. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Giannis. Great individual performance. I guess you're going for another MVP, huh?
Hey, I try not to think about it that much. My mind says do my job.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.